Howard, Mike, like one last word to this group before they head out of here, and then next week head back to their communities and get back at the fight. Wendy?
First of all, I should never have agreed to do this, as I suggested to my dear husband. Because, it's just hard to see this and be coherent, and I fear that I haven't given a coherent message at all up here. But the one thing that's most top of mind right now is that I think about what the New Teacher Project has accomplished in the last year. That Tim Daly and company at the New Teacher Project have had a massive, very significant impact on the various kind of legal regulations, as many of you know, around how teachers are hired, evaluated, compensated, issues that are core to making it possible for school leaders to create strong schools. And the insight that, and I hope I don't quote Tim incorrectly, but Tim felt like, as he got into the various policy analysis that generated his conclusions that have led to sweeping changes and to speeches by President Obama and everyone else. I mean, that's my assertion, but you can look at the policy analysis and the speeches yourself. The insight that Tim came to was, he's like, until we can basically prove the blamelessness of everyone in the system, we're not going to get progress. And he found a way to say, you know what? Okay, I'm sure Tim, if you get him in a small room, can tell you his true, deep beliefs about the obstacles to change and the forces of resistance. But the fact is, he was able to come out and say, actually, we've got a bunch of people here who are stuck in a dysfunctional system. And that, I guess, is what I'm most fearful of. I'm actually fearful that we're going to stay stuck because we're going to be playing a blame game. And on one level, I don't want to leave the fight, but on the other level, I sort of do want us to say, you know what? Actually, there are lots of problems. There are lots of problems all around, and we're probably part of the problem. So we need to all step back and say what matters is kids. We know what's possible, thanks hugely to the people in this room. We actually can create an education system in our country that is transformative for kids, that doesn't just spit kids out exactly as they come in, which is how our suburban schools, our schools even in privileged communities, and our schools in urban rural areas operate right now. But we can operate in a different way. And we all know it is no one thing that will enable it to operate in a different way. It's lots of things. And I think we can step back and say, actually, let's embrace a new vision, and let's try. We're going to have to fight lots of fights to make this happen, but we can say, you know what, yeah, there are lots of problems, so let's come together and chart a new course forward. And personally, I think there's something in that, and then something in the positivity of the message that personally, and I realize others may not agree, but I think personally, maybe we'll get further if we can try to bring that kind of positive message. And I think it's what the people in this room are so well positioned to do.
While it may seem like we have some differences, maybe we do. I don't want anybody to not be clear about how much I love and respect Wendy. And I also wanted, because it was Wendy who asked me to come and speak to a summer session of TFA in Houston. And these two young dudes brought their classes to hear me speak. One young dude was named Mike Feinberg, and the other was David Levin. And then we had a communication with their 70 students. And that started my relationship with KIPP. So I want to be real clear about my respect and admiration for Wendy. And so what I want to leave you all with is this. Thank you, and God bless you.
As we teach the KIPPsters, time and place, we need to keep working hard and being nice. Although as Howard has taught us, there's times where we probably need to work hard and be edgy. LBJ's new book. And that's what we do. It's the room, when we're at the gala tonight, look around the room. The room is filling up, it's getting bigger. It's not, it's more and more KIPPsters, but it's also more and more of our friends from Newark, from Uncommon Schools, Achievement First, and yes, Gold Pursuit, and TFA, New Teacher Project. And now we got Friends of KIPP, and we've got people from Torreon, Mexico, and Cape Town, South Africa here, and other people coming here to learn from us as well. And share what they learn. And we just gotta keep doing that and keep realizing that as much as you want to see this movie, you want to scream, you want to cry, you want to pound something, whatever emotions you're feeling, right? Let that happen, confront the brutal facts, and keep faith that what we have collectively built over the last 15 years, our team and family, our growing team and family with all of our cousins, something is working, and we need to keep doing it, keep plowing.
Great. Let's thank I have no idea what to do next, so I think we'll just let